Hi, I'm Vincent Simone and welcome to today's program. In this lesson, I'm going to be teaching you how to unit turn properly on a modern forehand. Now, I used to not be able to hit a forehand properly, and it wasn't until I established an amazing unit turn that I started getting consistent results and ripping the ball on the court. So today, I'm going to give you the step-by-step system to automatically unit turn every time on your forehand. Let's begin. So in step number one, I want you to imagine that your body is a pencil. This is your head and this is your feet. And when we unit turn, your body needs to move like this. All the parts are moving together. And we're just going to focus on the unit turn right now, which means getting set for the ball. And we want our unit turn to be fast, precise, and efficient. We don't want any extra movements. So after you've understood that your body needs to move like this, all together, we're going to start with step number two. Establish your ready position. Now, a good ready position, we should have our elbows up and away from our body, and we should be able to shoot a basketball in this space. And the tip of the racket should be at eye level. And your feet should be wide and athletic, okay? And notice how I'm on my toes and my heels are not touching the ground. Now, after we've established a good ready position, we're going to get into step number three, okay? And this is probably the most powerful thing that's going to allow you to unit turn every time on your forehand and start ripping the ball with consistency and saving yourself a lot of time as well. So what you want to do is start the unit turn. What needs to happen is the butt of your racket needs to stay in line with your belly button. So I want you to draw an imaginary line, okay? Grab your racket and look down. And when we turn, this needs to stay relatively very close together, okay? It can veer off a little bit, and it's going to, so don't go crazy about it. But this is sort of an indicator if you're doing this correctly. Now, I start in the continental grip on my ready position. Some people start in the forehand grip. Some people start in the backhand grip. I start in the continental grip and I make a grip change. So what I recommend you do, if you are changing the grip just like me, is using the non-dominant hand. You're going to twist the racket to your grip as you make the unit turn. And what's happening with the unit turn, again, we're going to go back to talking about step one. Everything is moving together. And the swing starts with the toes. Notice how I pivot, okay? It's like a dance, okay? Whatever you want. I'm sorry, my dance moves are pretty bad, but this is the feeling you want to get, okay? So it's twisting with the toes and changing the grip. But if you notice, my arms didn't actually move at all. In fact, they're almost in the same spot as the ready position. And I'll show you just to prove it. Boom, I'll go. And now without moving my arms, I'm going to turn back. Look how similar it is to my starting position. And this is your unit turn because I didn't pull my arms back. Instead, I twisted my body like this. And what moved was my toes, which helped me open up the hips and notice how my heels are not touching the ground. And with that, my torso comes along and my shoulders are turned as well. And my head's facing forwards. So this is essentially your unit turn. So a great way to practice this is put your racket down because you don't need it to practice this sensation. Not yet, at least. Get your hands on your hips. Okay, get up on your toes and just practice, boom, practicing the unit turn. And your chest should finish going this way. If you had a laser beam in your chest, you want that laser beam going parallel with the baseline. So this is how you're going to start, okay? Split step, unit turn, okay? Split step, unit turn. And then you can go like this. Get in a ready position. And don't even swing, change the grip, do anything, just go like this. Split step, unit turn, and stay in the ready position. Again, split step, unit turn, and stay in the ready position. And once you've mastered this, then you just change the grip. Or if you're already in the forehand grip, even better. Okay, and you can just boom, there. And something needs to happen with your left arm. The left arm needs to come out and become parallel with the lines in the court, meaning the baseline, the service line, and the net, the lines going this way. Because later in the swing, we're going to use it to pull ourselves into the shot and help bring our momentum forwards and when we get into lag, which I don't cover in this video. So make sure that as you do all the steps that I just mentioned, okay, this is step number 4, you, boom, just put the left arm out, okay? But the right arm stays in the same spot, okay? It's boom, in slow motion. And if you notice, the right arm is in the position that it started in because I didn't move it. And that's why it's called a unit turn. Capiche? So having an amazing unit turn is the first step into learning the modern forehand. And after this step, you want to go learn modern tennis. And I have a course, it's called Modern Tennis Step by Step. And you're going to want to go next into that program because it takes what I teach and what you've learned here and it builds on it. And it will show you how to get power and consistency on the court forever. So after you've studied the modern forehand, you're going to want to take it to the next level and study modern tennis. And you can get started today by clicking the link down below. In any event, thanks for tuning into the program and use what you've learned to modernize your game.